Welcome back to Gen Z Insights. I'm Glenn. Today, I just want to go over my thoughts and reaction to what happened on Sunday night between Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. If you've watched my video before, you know my prediction was a Jake Paul knockout by the third round. Clearly, I was wrong. Really, I said Tyron was underestimating Jake. I guess he did come in. He did really, expect and appreciate his power. He wasn't going to run in there. Overall, I do think Jake did win the fight. I ended up scoring it 6 rounds to 2, but I did, after rewatching when Tyron hit Jake and Jake fell into the ropes, that should have been counted as a knockdown. So I would have had it, 5 rounds to 3 going to Jake. For that one round, round 4 being a 10-8 round, I think that makes the most sense. I think that's fair. It was a lot closer fight than I anticipated. Maybe I was a little bit too much on the Jake Paul hype train. I do think he underperformed. I do think he's better than what he did. But to get the victory, it's a very good deal. And for someone who hasn't been doing boxing their whole lives, it's a great accomplishment. So congrats to Team Paul. That's amazing. But also congrats to Team Woodley. Really proved me wrong and showed me that you had a lot more than I thought you had. Clearly, a lot of people think you had the chance to win the fight. If you just would have let your hands go, if you would have, especially when he was hurt, if you just would have thrown more punches, been more active, a lot of people think you would have got him out of there. So overall, it was an absolutely great event. We did go ahead and bet on Jake. So Jake, thank you for the little bit of money that we won. We ended up not betting too much, but we were very happy with the event. The Tommy Fury fight to start off was great. I figured Tommy would win. The Du Bois knockout was insane. The Serrano fight was amazing as well. The girl she was fighting, she's from Mexico. She was absolutely incredible. She never gave up, and she continued to fight and fight. But obviously, with the main event, I did expect a knockout. Jake did get him with a couple overhand rights. I said I envisioned that right hand that was going to come and really strike him right on the head. It really never came to where it really hurt Tyron. Overall, I do think in round one, Jake, came out, used his jab, really his footwork around the ring as far as circling in and out, and not being pressed up against the ropes. He did an amazing job at that. He had pro level footwork on that aspect. His jab was decent. But he did do a lot of punches where he turned his head. I didn't like that at all. That's actually why he got hurt. He did obviously get tired, but he still fought through it. He finished to the end, and he still won the fight. So there was encouraging signs and there was discouraging signs. If you're a Jake fan, you can say he's in good shape. He could take a punch. This wasn't his best act. But if you're a Woodley fan or someone who wants to see him lose, you can easily say he's vulnerable. If you can pressure him, you can tell that he kind of cowers a little bit. But he did come back and hit Tyron with that big overhand right about 30 seconds after he got hit by Tyron in the first place. I do think he does have that fight back. Where if he does get stunned, he knows, if I don't get this guy good, he's going to come get me. So he's smart. He showed good ring IQ. But honestly, if I have to be honest, I don't think I do want to see a rematch. Um, I think that it would be more impressive to see him fight Tommy Fury. I would like the opportunity for Tyron. He deserves to get paid. He could win the fight if he did what he needed to do. He could definitely win. But I think I'd rather see Jake take another step up. I think he proved that he is a better boxer than Woodley, and Jake's going to continue to get better. I think that's the best move for him and his team. I think he should not have made the bet in the ring that he did. Tyron already made the bet, to get the tattoo. Why subject yourself to put yourself in that position where now you have to fight him again? You might lose money, where there could be more interest in another fight more than a rematch here. But you guys are going to definitely have to let me know what your guys' thoughts were. I had a lot of people saying I was biased, which I completely understand, especially after the fight now. Definitely makes it look like that. I just really did, believe in Jake. I believe that he really did have that knockout power and he would show it and it would come. Still believe he does, but he didn't perform like I thought he would. It was good to see him get the victory, like I said, but I know he wants to come out and do a lot better in the next fight. But overall, like I said, I gave the first, second, and third to Jake. 10-8 round 4 for Tyron, and then round 5, 6, and 7 for Jake, and then round 8 for Tyron is how I had it scored. I just think Jake really did fight to survive in that 8th round. But overall, 5 rounds to 3 in Jake's favor. I don't think it was rigged whatsoever. I think Woodley was being very calculated. He didn't want to get tagged. I think he did get tagged a couple of times and knew, if he came rushing in, he could very well get knocked out. But both men put on an incredible fight. They both fought extremely hard. They were in great shape, and they put it all on the line. Tyron does speak on violence and showing a lot more, and that is just one thing that I kind of, you know, felt weird about, just because he said he was going to bring a lot to the fight. He didn't bring that much, and I know he's probably kicking himself and wishes he brought a lot more. But for Jake, he wants that perfect record. It's not perfect anymore. But as long as he continues to win, he can continue to collect the bag and collect millions of dollars. It's not going to stop until he loses. But if he wants to continue and gain some momentum, he's definitely going to need a knockout one of his next fights. But that's really that's my reaction to the fight. Really, I just hope you guys had a great time, watching me react to the videos, seeing my thoughts, seeing how my prediction did not play out as I thought. I'm glad I still was right on the victory. But hopefully we can get a spot on accurate prediction for the next one. But other than that, let me know who you guys want to see Jake Paul fight next. Do you want to see the rematch? Do you want to see him fight Tommy or someone completely different? Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor, any of those are absolutely great names. But other than that, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you're new. It would help the channel absolutely tremendously. I'm trying to grow an entire platform that's really just based off of giving you guys more entertainment when it comes to boxing, when it comes to NBA, and any other sports you'd like me to cover. But other than that, like I said, this is Glenn. I'm Glenn. Thank you for tuning into Gen Z Insights, and we will definitely catch you on the next one. Goodbye.